Hello there. I'm Jay Mehta, a digital marketing consultant and the founder of jaymehta.co. Today, I'm going to share some quick tips on crafting search engine friendly blog posts that boost your Google rankings and draws more organic traffic towards you. It's a very interesting topic, but let's start with the basics. What is SEO? SEO stands for search engine optimization. It's a way for you to send signals out to the search engines to rank your website pretty much higher up when people type specific keywords that are relevant to your business. Search engine optimization is a way for you as a business owner to optimize your website for certain keywords, certain important keywords that your users are looking for. Now, once you optimize your pages in the correct fashion, in the best possible way, which is ethical, you now send signals to Google to rank your websites higher up for those keywords. Once your website is ranked higher up for those specific keywords, you automatically get more traffic, more conversions, and thereby more business. So you should be really focused on this video and this blog post because this is free information coming to you straight away with roughly around 20 years of experience that I've put behind this and a lot of experiments that I've done. So let's start with how do you create a search engine blog post and what to do for it, right? So let's get cracking. So firstly, why does writing SEO friendly content matter, right? So as we all know, and as you and I all go through this, when we search something on Google, we only look at the top half of the search results 90% of the times. There are very less times when we scroll through. That is only if we don't find relevant information or enough relevant information. Majority of the users click on the first few results in the first page. I usually tell my customers, if you're not on the first page of Google, you're non-existent for your customers unless you are in a niche which is not very competitive and there's not much information. A study found that the first Google result grabs around 31.7% of the clicks, while the 10th gets only 3.1%. So you see how the number of clicks reduces as your results are moving from first position to the 10th position. So it's key to be higher up in the search engine. As you go from page 1 to page 2, your number of clicks are super low. So you don't even want to focus on page 2. On page 2 means you need to work harder to get on page 1. That should be your goal. Now, SEO is extremely important because it helps you drive more organic traffic, brings you more leads, and thereby increases your sales. So it's one of the most important aspects that you should be focusing your business on. If your business has a website, if you have a video, if you have a blog, keep your energy focused on that. Now, how do you rank yourself higher? There are several things that you have to do in order to do that. Now, one of the most important things that we're going to talk about in this video is content. Now, you must have heard a lot of people saying this. As far as SEO is concerned, content is the king, and that's true up to a certain value. But as we all know, not all content is created equally. Some people write content in a different way. Some people have a different language, tonality. Some people use different chatbots, whether it be ChatGPT, whether it be Google Bard. Some people give them different commands. So there's different ways of writing content, and not every content is interesting for the end user to read through. So the real question is, how do you create content? Now, there are a few things that you have to remember always. Whenever you're writing content, you need to make sure that the end user who's reading this is bringing value to them. It is informative to them, and it's also optimized for them to read it in a quick and easy fashion. Apart from this, if you get chance, you also want to try and optimize the content for the search engines. Now, once you have this, you have a win-win mixture of content, which is designed greatly for the users to read, as well as the search engines like the content. So I've written a detailed blog about this on my website where you can click on and read through on various things that I've covered in there. So let me give you a gist of it here. Search engine friendly blogs follow certain guidelines and best practices, improving the profitability of ranking higher on Google and other search engines. Now, search engine friendly blog posts are more user friendly, providing readers a better experience and satisfaction. But how do you write a SEO friendly blog, right? This is all nice and good. What are the steps and tips that you must follow to create the blog? Now, this is what is in my blog, but very quickly. So the first and the foremost thing is you need to make sure that you do proper keyword research. So in order to write a blog that is optimized for the user, you need to first ensure what keywords you're going to be placing in there. There are several tools out there available like Ahref, SEMrush, Google Keyword Planner, Google Trends, which will help you create the right keywords. Now, once a keyword is created, you want to then create a catchy title for your blog. So when someone sees this blog in the search results, the title is exciting enough for them to click on and read through it. So there are various tools out there which can allow you to create catchy titles. One of the top ones that I use all the time is the HubSpot blog title generation tool. So you can go through that and then create a very exciting title which people want to click on and read about. You want to also have a very engaging introduction. So when the user is going through it, the introduction is the most important part, which is going to grab them and lure them to read it further. So make sure that you set up a very brief introduction, which is very exciting and tries to answer some of the questions at the same time, trying to pose some of the questions. So engaging introduction is important. Now, additionally, you also want to make sure, apart from the user experience, that some of these things from the search engine perspective are in place. For example, when the search engine looks at the blog, they are a little different from users. They look at the key aspects. For example, what's the heading and subheadings? So make sure you place the proper H1 tags, H2 tags, H3, H4 tags. So the tags are properly placed. Make sure you have proper images in the site. They have all the proper alt tags. Make sure you have proper internal link on the blog, and these are all linked to the correct pages. So if your user is reading through the blog and they want to click onto a link, they're going to the right pages, but at the same time, the search engines are also redirected to the right page, thereby creating a nice funnel for your links. You also want to make sure that all your content is informative as well as unique. So here, creating, copying, pasting content is not going to help. You want to create something that's always unique. It has your own tonality and language into it. And at the same time, you're looking at the user dynamics on who's the end user, who's reading it, who's going to get value out of it, and what are they looking for. Now, if based on that, you provide them informative content, that's going to be extremely valuable to grab users' attention and to convert that user into reading more blogs, or perhaps buying your products, or contacting you for your services, so on and so forth. You also want to add featured snippets to your site. Feature snippets are something that you'll need your developers to help you with. Your developers can now take the content that's on the site and add some feature snippets. These featured snippets are basically giving search engines more information about your content even before the search engine goes through the content, right? So, for example, for frequently asked questions, you can add a featured snippet onto your site, thereby telling search engines that you have a frequently asked questions onto your site. So if someone's going on Google and typing in a frequently asked questions, which is listed on your site, Google can show that frequently asked questions in the search results without having the user redirected to your site straight away. So that way you can grab more of the users, because the users get their results straight on the search engines. You should also definitely add call to actions, because once the user is reading through the content and the information, if they want to get in touch with you, buy your product or services, they can use the call to action buttons to get in touch with you. Obviously, adding a metadata, which is the titles and the meta descriptions, which the search engines can read. Very important. Make sure they're nice and clear, and include your primary keywords in there. Primary keywords, very crucial. You want to remember, when you start creating your keywords, you want to add no more than one keyword onto your main page. That's your primary keyword. And then you can have multiple secondary keywords, but focus mainly on your primary keyword. And then try to repeat those primary keywords throughout your heading, throughout your content. Try to hyperlink them as an anchor text. Try to have them in the meta description. And make it natural. We don't want to stuff the website too much with the keywords and stuff like that. That's not the goal here. The goal is to keep it natural, add value to the users, and thereby also showing up in the search engines. So those are some quick tips. You want to go to our site and read through the blog. I'll leave the description of the blog into the comment section. Please feel free to write comments. Let us know how you like this video and the blog. I look forward to seeing you for more videos. Thank you so much. Bye.